So my presentation and visual aids are over the novel Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. And the main theme of Catch-22 by Heller is the absurdity of war and large bureaucracies. So as you can see, one of my three visual aids, it says, "War does not determine who is right, but who is left." So essentially in Catch-22, there are two of the main characters. There's the main antagonist and the main protagonist. The main protagonist, his name is Captain Joseph Yossarian. He is kind of modeled after the author Joseph Heller, because both of them were bombardiers during World War II, and they flew countless missions. Joseph Yossarian, he's stationed on an island in Italy with multiple different other bombardiers, and the main antagonist, his Colonel Cathcart, who his only concern is to rank up to be a general. Basically, he doesn't care what happens to his men. He just wants to get all the prestige and rank up as fast as he can, so he can live a life of essential comfort. So my other visual aid is because Colonel Cathcart does not really care what happens to his men. There's a lot of mishaps that happen during Yossarian's time on the island. He himself has been trying to, Yossarian has been trying to convince everybody that he is insane, because he every time he gets close to finishing his mission, Cathcart would extend the mission maximum, so he would have to stay there and keep flying missions. So he wouldn't be able to get to go home. So his plan was to convince everybody that he is insane, but by saying that he is insane, he is indeed sane. And because of this, many mishaps happen, and one of the examples of this is one of the members of the bomber squadrons. They enjoy buzzing the camp, and this ends up backfiring, and he ends up killing one of the other soldiers, or one of the other bombardiers, named Kid Sampson. And so essentially Cathcart doesn't really care. So another thing is, essentially, if you try to run away from duty or try to go AWOL, you will be reprimanded, or you could be executed by your fellow soldiers. This essentially makes it impossible to get out of military service without either being put into a military tribunal for your crimes, or just killed by your comrades. So basically the theme is essentially war is hell, and it is almost always brutal and unnecessary. So yeah, and that's my presentation.